This is an introductory kind of just about the instrument, the piano. If you're going to learn the piano, you want to know about the piano. So we're just going to kind of explain an introductory lesson to this. So if you look at the piano, you notice there are white keys and black keys. They're on an acoustic piano such as this. There are 88 keys in total, beginning down here and ending up here. We call the low keys down. This is up the piano. And if you'll notice on the piano, there are sets of 2 and then 3 black keys, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, etc. The center of the piano right here before the 2 black keys and below the words often of the piano is C. That is middle C. That is very important because you will often be playing from the position of having at least your right hand, if not your left as well, with your thumb on middle C, and you play out from there. This is typically from middle C on up is typically your treble clef, and below would be your bass clef. This would be what the girls would sing. This would be what the boys would sing. And so this will go a bit lower, but pretty much this is where you're going to start from. And when we play the piano, we play on the tips of our fingers like this, and except for the thumb, of course, on the side, and you press down as such. The goal is to keep your wrist flat. You don't want your wrist to go up like this, and you don't want to be lazy and drop it. It's kind of as if you pretend there's a bubble under your hand and you want to rest your hand in this position just comfortably. You don't want to have your fingers out on the tips. That will hurt and hinder your playing. So just comfortably on it. Feel free to move up as you need to. And as a thumb plays, notice my fingers are up this far, kind of almost touching in the black keys. It's very typical. As we're going to look a little bit at the piano now itself, this is a grand piano. Now on an acoustic piano you have the 88 keys. On an electric piano, a keyboard that you plug in, you may not have the full 88 keys, and that's okay. You can start learning from here. Keyboards are great to begin learning on. They are a different instrument from the piano. The touch is different. On an acoustic piano you press a little bit harder. You can get touch-sensitive keys on an electric keyboard that feel close to what a piano feels like. But anyway, if this typically will feel different than a keyboard most of the time, and there's a little bit of a resistance, like I can press and it's still silent for a while. On a keyboard you won't have that. It's pretty much, you will get the pitch as you press down. So there, and of course the keyboard has a lot of options for sounds that you won't have here. But you can definitely, play either one. Now if you look into the piano, we'll go over here, you can see these strings on the piano. There's 3 for every note. And if you notice, there's a hammer that comes up and hits when I play. That hammer hits the string and it holds it up, and the string vibrates, and that's what makes the sound on a piano. Now on a grand piano, the strings are very long, as you can see. They go out and you can see them. On a console piano, the strings are not as long, so it does affect the quality of the tone and the quality of the pitch. So if you look down below the piano, if we can get down here, you see these 3 pedals. This one on the right is most often used. That is your damper or sustain pedal. The one in the middle is rarely used. Okay.